Insurance is sold, not bought. This is what I was told 1.5 years ago by a representative of an insurance company. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is David. I'm Chief Strategy Officer with Knip, and we believe that insurance should be bought, not sold. Knip is a mobile-first digital personal lines insurance broker that bundles the customer's insurance policy in one app. And on top of that, we're also able to help the clients figure out what their insurance need is and whether their insurance need is currently met given their existing insurance portfolio. So, what problem are we solving? For the past decades, the main orthodoxy in the insurance industry has been that insurance is sold and not bought. This explains why to date, still some insurers view actually their agents and not the insurance policy holders as their customers. I guess it's no surprise to all of you that this is a huge barrier when it actually comes to putting the client at the center of the business. I mean, from a customer point of view, how can you today figure out what your insurance need is and whether your insurance need is actually met with the insurance policy you hold? And on top of that, whether you are actually getting a good deal or not? It's simply not easy. We as an industry, during the past decades, have made it a huge hassle for the consumers. This is why we at Knip want to define the future of insurance by putting the client first. In the demo I'm going to show you, you will probably realize within a few instances how easy and convenient everything is compared to the offline world. So let's start by having a look at our onboarding process. So, imagine that you downloaded our application in the Apple Store or in the Google Play Store in Switzerland or Germany, where we are live as of today. As a customer, to sign up is very easy and doesn't take more than 2 minutes. So, in the first step, you simply enter your name and your phone number, and by proceeding, you will actually receive a 6-digit verification code, which you enter in order to verify your phone number, and you're set. So, after that, very quick, you simply tell us with what insurance company you have an insurance policy with. So, in this example, for instance, the customer has maybe an insurance policy of Liberty Mutual or with Farmers. He indicates that data, tells us in the next step some more data, some more personal information, such as his date of birth, his living address, and his email, and he's all set. And in the last step, he actually previews a broker of record letter, and by reading that, which is the broker of record letter, is the document that agrees or is the basis for the collaboration between the customer and Knip as a company. After he read that, he can actually sign it on the screen with his index finger. And he's all set. So you realized the onboarding process didn't take more than 2 minutes, and the customer now has somebody who takes care of his insurance life. The magic now happens in the back end. So we approach the insurance companies and ask them to turn over the insurance policy information. After a couple of business days, we receive that information and we notify the customer. This is, once we receive the information, when we are able to actually provide the customer for the first time ever a one-by-one overview of his existing insurance portfolio. So in this case, John, for instance, has a liability insurance policy, a motorcycle insurance, a car insurance, as well as an umbrella insurance policy. Now, John has some questions regarding his liability insurance policy. So let's quickly see what that is. By clicking on the policy details screen, he has the opportunity to just get a glance at the most relevant data, such as the insurance premium he is paying and the renewal date. So you don't need to go anymore to your insurance folder or to have a look at the actual insurance policy to figure out, damn, when is my insurance policy actually up for renewal? You simply open the Knip app. Furthermore, and I'm not going to focus on these features, the customer has the opportunity to have an actual look at the insurance policy, and furthermore, the opportunity to report a claim directly to the insurance company. But the two features I'm going to focus on, which I think are most relevant for you as an audience, is the way they can interact with us. So imagine that John has a question regarding his liability insurance policy. On a little side note, John has a golden retriever. I guess everybody loves golden retrievers. They're great dogs, right? So let's have a look what is up with his dog. So in this case, John has a question regarding his liability insurance. Is his golden retriever actually covered with his liability insurance? So he simply opens the messenger and asks one of our licensed insurance brokers. And they tell him, hey, John, no, unfortunately not. You won't need to get an extra pet insurance for that. And John simply says, well, hey, thanks. It's really awesome. I might give you a call later on to figure out on that, whether I would actually want that or not. And that's it. So very easy and simple. You're not bound anymore to a location or to a certain time in order to deal with your insurance matters. You can really 24/7, wherever you are, no matter whether in London, Barcelona, or New York, you can manage your insurance live and make sure that you're properly covered, even though you're a resident of Switzerland, for instance. So another feature I would like to show you is our recommendations feature. So the Knip app is able to detect existential insurance gaps. In this case, the client, for instance, hasn't got a legal protection insurance policy and neither a renter's insurance policy. Renter's insurance probably is quite important. I mean, I'm staying at an Airbnb right now, and just this morning I woke up all wet because I realized that the ceiling is leaking. So I hope that my landlord actually has a renter's insurance policy or home insurance policy, because otherwise it probably would get quite expensive for him. So here, going back to the Knip application, we are able to make our customers aware of insurance gaps. And we are able to educate them on their insurance need and why it is important to have coverage. So here again, the user receives a notification when we detect an insurance gap, and he has the opportunity to perform an insurance need analysis by clicking on the Request Offer button, where he will be prompted to fill out a short insurance need analysis so we can estimate his insurance need. And the really awesome thing is, since we already have all his other existing insurance policies at hand, we have way more data available to figure out whether the way he answered is correct or whether there might be another insurance need or the need to reassess his insurance need. So, as you saw, and this was just a very, very short look or short glance at our application, compared to the offline world, everything is quite easy and convenient. This is also the reason why our customers engage on average 15 times more often than they do compared to a traditional broker or agent. Our users are on average 36 years old, male, and live in an urban area. Last October 2015, we raised $16 million US among US venture capitalists. This is the basis to grow our business on a global level. And we got a very talented team in place that is eager to change the industry for the better. In times of digital transformation, we help insurance companies to still meet the needs of their customers. And we are convinced that together, we can make the industry great again on a global level and put the client at the center of our business, where he always should have belonged to. Ladies and gentlemen, many thanks for your attention, and I'm happy to get in touch with you on a personal level afterwards. Many thanks.